Well, first up tonight, an African Union-backed panel has urged ratings agency Moodys to review an appeal by government against the downgrade of Ghana's credit rating. Moodys last Friday reviewed the country's long-term debt to junk status. In a reaction, the Finance Ministry criticized Moodys' decision to lower its rating further and said the company used incomplete data. A statement on the website of the African Peer Review Mechanism said, quote, taking such a major rating decision that threatens debt sustainability of the country should be treated with seriousness. And that's the quote from the African Peer Review Mechanism. Meantime, the downgrade of Ghana's credit rating by Moodys has already started having a negative impact on the economy. The yields on Ghana's bonds traded on the international market have started shooting up. George Rafe has more.
The development can be linked to the recent warnings by Moodys that Ghana could struggle to pay its debt back on time. This is due to what the agency describes as increasing liquidity and debt challenges. The concerns have already resulted in some bond sell-offs, whilst others are pushing for higher interest on bonds that they are currently holding. This will immediately lead to Ghana's interest payments going up. It will also result in some pressures on the Ghana cedi as some of these investors sell off their bonds, which will result in pickup in demand for dollars locally. This will also exacerbate the current pressures on the local currency, that is the cedi. Situation, if not well managed, or if it drags for a long time, could hit badly at our dollar reserves locally. For some, it is clear that the impact of these downgrades by Moodys and Fitch is not only long-term, but it comes with some immediate shocks to the economy. According to the 2022 budget, government is planning to set aside some 37.5 billion Ghana cedis as interest payments. But with this development, this expenditure item is expected to go up, and that could lead in some cuts in capital projects or it being sacrificed.
All right, let's turn to some other stories we're following for you. Only 30,000 farmers have purchased insurance products in Ghana. That's according to data from the Ghana Agricultural Insurance Pool. According to its general manager, Ali Mohammed Katu, this is below target as Ghana is an agrarian economy. He revealed that an agric insurance fund is being set up through the recent amendment of the law to increase coverage in the country. All right, welcome back to Business Live. Back to our earlier story, only 30,000 farmers have purchased insurance products in Ghana. That's according to data from the Ghana Agricultural Insurance Pool. Now, according to its general manager, Ali Mohammed Katu, this is below target as Ghana is an agrarian economy. He revealed that an agric insurance fund is being set up through the recent amendment of the law to increase coverage in the country.
Agricultural insurance in this case are not being like the normal insurance where you have people who insure and they continue renewing. Most of some of the products, since we are dealing with smallholder farmers, and the crops are seasonal crops. Take maize, for instance. The man plants, harvests, and the contract ends. If it's planned for the next season, then it has to come again. And some people have this difficulty in doing that. So that's one of the causes of retainership and other things. But in all, we are hovering around 30,000 farmers, which is far below our expectation, to be honest with you. We are trying to see at least if Ghana is an agrarian economy, agri-insurance to be top notch, so that at least we should be able to get more farmers enrolled. So assuming in the population of Ghana, let's say 5 million of them are even farmers. And you talk about 20% of it is 1 million, at least you should be somewhere.
Can you throw more light on the efforts you are putting, what exactly you're doing?
When you're dealing with international institutions, they want to see where my remedies lie in terms of the law. But the Insurance Act 724, which has been repealed, and now we have Insurance Act of 2021, Act 1061. There was no problem for agricultural insurance. But now when it comes to the new Act 1061, Section 210, we talk of index-based agricultural insurance contracts. Then also, we are also trying to see the high interest rates you talk about. So we have Section 245 to Section 249 talk about establishment of agricultural insurance fund, which one of its prime objectives is to help to support farmers with the premiums they pay, so that at least it will motivate them to have affordable insurance products, so that will help us to build the resilience of or enhance the resilience of our value chain actors.
Turning to one of our top stories tonight, the Public Interest and Accountability Committee has rejected a market project sponsored with oil revenue through the annual budget funding amount. The project, located in Pokrom in the Kwapim South District, has been poorly executed according to the committee. Here's a report.
The rural market project, with storage and mechanized borehole, received more than 581,000 cedis from the 2020 annual budget funding amount. According to the Public Interest and Accountability Committee, the facility, which has been reported as fully completed by Mass Premium Limited, is below expectation and needs to be worked on again. Member of the committee, Alhaji Ahmed Anderson, who led a delegation to the project site, described the work as unacceptable.
This is way below our expectation. Works here have not been built to a standard that we can say it is value for money. You could see the floor that we visited, cracks all over. And when you have such a situation, even before the works are handed over in this and the condition that we find it today, it's unacceptable, and it doesn't augur well for proper development. Look at this structure. A number of places where they should have at least have some spouts or some ceiling to prevent water from coming down. Nothing like that was done. And the report we have heard, coupled with what we are seeing ourselves, indicate that once it rains, the whole place will become unusable. You cannot use it for anything else at all. And
efforts by Joy Business to speak with officials of the Assembly was unsuccessful, as Municipal Planning Officer of the Assembly declined to comment on the issue. Assembly member of the Pokrom in Saban area, Amedi Ashiren, is calling on government to intervene in getting the contractors back to complete the work.
Contractor no kwan ofa so omoye adwuma no ni ade no no kware nyame anim yehwe bibiri wo ha ndese market naba ebe boa yen ha no adwuma ye eku adwuma.
Most of our people are into farming, so the markets here will be very useful to us. But as it is now, it has not been well done. All that we are saying is that government should speak to the contractor so that he can come back and complete the work for us. This will help us in our daily activities.
So we say ma so no kon of us ye silly no na fe ground no ni ade na papai eni ahoden.
Meanwhile, the entire contract cost is about 924,000 cedis, as reported by the Ministry of Finance.
Now, government is urging all stakeholders in the digital space to promote safer use of internet. This is in line with government's quest to ensure that the economy is developed through the digital infrastructure. Deputy Minister for Communication and Digitalization, Amapuma Boati, made the call in a message to mark this year's Safer Internet Day, which is celebrated every year.
Second Tuesday of February every year is dedicated to celebrating safer internet across the globe to create awareness on the negative effects of using the internet and how to mitigate them. This year's celebration falls on 8th February 2022, and the Africa Safer Internet Day is on the theme Positioning and Partnering for Child Online Protection. And we are calling on all stakeholders to come together to discuss and promote the safe use of the internet and to make it a better place for all, especially for children and young people. It will be a tragedy to ignore the threats posed by the internet. The consequences will be so grave and expose our failures as guardians, parents, teachers, friends, educators, civil society, and as a government. I wish to therefore use this occasion to encourage all stakeholders to get involved. We must understand what goes on in that space, understand what our children do online, and engage authorities to address issues that arise as children study and socialize in this cyberspace.
The Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, DVLA, has revealed it will soon roll out a voice-over touchscreen test in 6 local dialects. The computer-based test, which will be conducted in Chi, Nzima, Ewe, Hausaga and Agbani, is to enhance drivers' competency and, in effect, improve safety on the roads. The authority also indicated it has collaborated with the Environmental Protection Agency, the Attorney General's Office, and the Ghana Standards Authority to implement standards to regulate carbon emissions from all vehicles. There is more in this report.
Recent years have seen enormous technological transformation in DVLA's business operations. An introduction of language-based computer tests is one of the many eminent technological and digitalization initiatives of the authority. Speaking at the opening of the Obuasi office of the DVLA, Chief Executive Officer Kwesi Ajiman noted that the authority is gradually tuning to digitalization to render efficient and sustainable services.
In the last 5 years, I've seen significant changes in the authority. We have taken back control of our IT estate, and now we're going through a period of stabilization as we transform our business. On the driver's side of our mandate to improve road safety and thereby driver competency, we will implement the upgrade of computer-based tests in the next few months. A voice-over touchscreen which will include 6 vernacular languages.
The Obuasi office of the DVLA started off with only 2 offices. However, it can now boast of several ultramodern offices to efficiently serve its customers. The newly commissioned edifice houses premium, registration, biodata capturing, and custom offices. According to District Manager of Obuasi DVLA office, Edwin Ofori, his office accrued an increased revenue of 11.3% in 2021.
Under my leadership when I took over in June 2019, revenue target was increased in Obuasi office here. In 2020, revenue was also increased by 7.13%.
With prevalent cases of road carnages, Transport Minister Kweku Ofori Esiama assured that government is not relenting its efforts to curtail ravaging road accidents in the country.
Government will not relent on its effort to stop the carnage on our roads. As part of the ongoing interventions, we have commenced a process to review the Road Traffic Act 2004 at 683 and the Road Traffic Regulation 2012 LI 2180 to keep up with the changing trends in the road transport industry and also address some implementation lapses.
From Obuasi for JoyNews, Emmanuel Bright Kweku.
And you're watching Business Live. We are taking a short break. We will be right back. And that was our trip around the world for what is making news. Now, 75 residents at Abeneso in the Western region have benefited from the SOS Green Cash for Work initiative. The initiative empowers the youth with technical skills in addition to a daily minimum wage of 12 cedis to help create their green businesses. It is a 4-year project expected to contribute to the development of a green and climate resilient economy. And Itase Wajiga filed this report.
Green Ghana will provide employability for beneficiaries to create a green economy for over 4,000 youths in the 10 MMDs of the Western and Ashanti regions. The interventions by the organization and the municipality forms the basis of the development of a green training manual. The beneficiaries were trained on identifying green opportunities in their communities and how to be entrepreneurs in the green sector. Shaibu Fuseni is project coordinator SOS Green Ghana.
Our goal or our main aim is to empower 4,000 cash for work beneficiaries such that they are able to secure green employment or start a green business. The concept around cash for work beneficiaries is modeled around they working for some amount of cash or the daily minimum wage of 12 cedis. So a project, a climate infrastructure is identified in the district, and as part of it they are also giving some form of training, soft skills, as well as employable and entrepreneurial skills, such that they can start a business in their local green economy.
Partners of the SOS Green Project, United Nations Capital Development Fund, educated beneficiaries on financial literacy during the training. Berinja Jantwa, Community Development Officer, UNCDF, noted the training will help participants escape poverty by building savings, growing assets, and creating wealth.
And we are expected to build more capacity. One thing that we did was building and training the capacity, financial literacy of these people. And now we opened accounts for them. We've given them medication on their financials as they are workers already.
Beneficiaries who graduated from the SOS Green Cash for Work project shared their experience after the 3 months training.
Because I
I'm planning to buy a fridge to start my sobolo business.
Because
they've opened a bank account for us.
Okay,
we join training. No, I did my for one. Say, I'm my home say, me cook with man, and I'm a no.
I have learned how to manage my finances.
But see, I'm a match. I say, first, no, can let me yes, almost 20 million, 30 million now. Be a met my use within a beer 2-3 months, 4 months, and then can I
The project was funded by the European Union in partnership with the United Nations Capital Development Fund. Anita Sewajuga's report, read to you.
And that's Business Live. Thanks for watching, everyone. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. You can get more on our top story, the AU panel calling for Moodys review of Ghana's rating. That's it. We'll be back same time tomorrow. We'll leave you with our money tips on Money Lab.
Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Money Lab. How does one open a brokerage account? An investor or a client would complete and sign a Know Your Client form or your KYC form and attach a valid national ID, one passport-sized photograph, and a proof of residence for the application